Happy day to everybody. Happy World Emoji Day, everybody. This is Off Air with Jason and Alicia.
Excited face emoji.
Oh, sad face emoji.
Why are you sad? It's
I
Friday.
don't know. It is Friday. Finally Friday.
As my friend says, uncross your arms. It's the weekend.
Cheers to the freaking weekend.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, it's World Emoji Day. Yeah, I was trying to think. I'm like, what was the first emoji? We used to do the ... parenthesis.
Yeah.
Those were the OGs.
Wow.
Right?
It would be the colon.
Oh, the colon.
And then the hyphen for the nose.
Oh, I never did noses.
You never did the nose?
Mine was just ...
colon.
mouth.
So would you take, this is very important, would you put a space in between the colon and the parentheses, or would it just be colon parentheses?
Colon parentheses.
So no space in between.
No,
so it'd be like
a
a smushed up face.
Well, that was what it was back in the day.
No, you gotta construct it properly. You gotta have the colon, and then you gotta have the hyphen, and then you gotta have the parentheses for a sad face or a happy face.
Hyphen? Oh, like
Hyphen,
that's just...
yeah, like the nose, the eyes, the nose, and then the smiley face.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
we did emojis differently
But those were like the first prototypes.
on T9.
T9. Some kids were so good with their emojis, with the different like things, the little like Pac-Man.
Yeah, the things we're able to make.
What are those called? Greater and less than signs? Like, I don't know the names of these things.
For all you kids watching, by the way,
The youths.
back in the day, there was this thing called T9. You had to press multiple buttons on your phone in order to get the letter and the number and whatever that you wanted.
Like
and
one was like ABC.
Yeah.
And two was EFG.
It was...
Wait, ABC. D, EFG. There was no D on T9.
We couldn't type any words that had D in it. It was crazy. It was such a primitive time.
I was so fast at that. Like to get to the, like, you know, you had to push like 4 times just to get to whatever letter it was.
Were you a one-handed texter? Could you just like move
No, I
across
was
like
2.
this? Okay, so you had to...
like- I probably couldn't do it now. Maybe muscle memory, though. Who knows?
I don't know.
Give me an old Nokia phone and let's put it to the test.
There is part of it. I know we're supposed to be talking about emojis, but we're
That's
just
the
talking about
original
phones.
emoji.
What?
The beginning of emojis were these phones.
Oh yeah,
So it's all, you know.
I guess it all connects. There are times where I would love to just have a flip phone. I would love to go back to
People
the
do that.
days. Yeah, there are people that do that because there's less distractions. I think about it. Back in the day, you used your phone to make calls and send text messages. Now you use your phone to make calls, send text messages, stream your shows, make doctor's appointments, bet on crypto. Hey, John. Just do whatever you can do with a
Anything
computer
in the
you can
world.
do on your phone
I could buy
nowadays.
a house on my phone right now.
And it's just constantly like, even now, as my phone is sitting in my lap, I'm getting a notification from Nike. I'm getting an email from Gmail.
What's the notification from Nike? Is it about not creasing your new kicks? Show the people.
Get to your spot with ease in the ultra lightweight Sabrina 4
Oh, it's an ad.
Limelight Glow.
Show the people your new kicks.
That's what it's showing me.
You just bought some though.
Yeah, I
Nike,
know.
chill out. He just bought a new pair.
I've kind of turned into a shoe person.
Show him. Don't rip your pants. Oh wow! Look at those.
Oh,
wow.
I'm not even doing it right. How do I do this to the camera? Am I doing it at the right camera? There we go. Look at these. These are my first time ever wearing them.
They look nice. So you were walking so strangely this morning. I'm like, what are you doing? And then you said, I don't want to get creases in my new Nike shoes. And I was like, what? Crease?
Yes, I don't want to crease my shoes because if you bend them in a certain way.
In the toe zone.
In the toe zone.
Oh, God. This is the most stretching you've done in a long time.
Oh, yep. It's going to hurt tomorrow.
Oh, great socks.
Okay, so.
There we go.
Go up to the camera here. You see that already?
Yeah.
Let me get it to focus.
So the crease zone is in this
Yes.
region.
She's diagramming my shoes. So you see the creases here? Those weren't there this morning. This was nice and smooth.
What? Why can't they crease? Because they just look used?
Because they just look bad. You don't want creases in your shoes. Come on now.
So you were walking flat-footed and funny, so you wouldn't crease
I
them.
was kind of marching around the building.
I was like, what's going on? You gotta go. I thought you had to go poop. To be honest, I'm like, you're walking so weird.
No.
But it was really just for the Nike kicks, and then we put it on social media, and everyone's like, I get you.
People relate and identify. One of our directors, Alyssa, she reminded me of this video of this dude proposing to his girl, and before he got down on one knee, he took off his shoes.
Oh, because your foot would bend.
Because his foot would bend, and you don't want to crease your shoes.
Wow.
You don't want to
She
crease
said
your shoes.
yes. Or did she dodge a bullet?
I hope so. I hope she saw the goodness in that man that wanted to preserve his things and was like, yeah, of course I'll marry you.
I have so many Nikes and they all have creases. But I'm not cool.
Oh, you're doing it wrong. I took off both my shoes, by the way. I hope that's okay.
That's okay. I don't smell anything. Just okay. Maybe Nike can sponsor us. But people also were saying you got to get the crease fixer, or there's a thing you put in your shoe.
So I was doing research, and there is apparently a thing, and I've never bought those before. I've recently gotten.
I feel like it'd be uncomfortable. There's just like thing.
It's a plastic insert that you can put into your shoe here that will keep the creases from forming.
You think Nike would come up with something that doesn't crease?
Like a non-creasing
non-creasing thing.
I'm sure the scientists at Nike are hard at work trying to come up.
Pouring and there's bubbles in a Bunsen burner.
They're looking into microscopes and they're just like,
I've got it.
By George, I figured it out. A non-creasing shoe. I would buy that shoe.
People would.
Yeah, because it's hard to maintain a shoe without getting creases in it. It really is. I mean, you can wear it however you want to. Me, on the other hand, I will ensure that my shoes do not have creases. That is my goal and my mission in life.
Okay. Now I know. Now when I wear my Nikes, I might walk like I have to go to the bathroom too. To preserve my creases.
When you go home and take them off, do you stuff them like with anything to keep the shape?
No, I kick them off and throw them by the door.
No, you also got to stuff them with like material to keep them in shape.
To keep them in shape?
To keep like the shape.
You shove
so
like old newspapers in there?
Old newspaper or like the insert that it comes with that you have to pull out initially. You just keep that in there.
I shouldn't be allowed cool kicks then. I've been doing it all wrong. You know what I do?
Where's Kevin? We should get him on this show.
Kevin.
To talk about this because he's the ultimate kickmaster.
Fun fact for the small-footed boobies out there. It's a bird. No, it's a big-footed booby.
I do not want to answer that question because I don't want to get in trouble.
For the small feet ladies like myself, I'm a size 8 lady.
Okay.
So I buy boys Nikes, like boys kicks, size 7 teenage boys, and it's so much cheaper.
That's not fair that you're able to do that.
I don't think they should charge more just because I'm an adult woman versus it's the same shoe, same sizing, right? It's the same amount of product. Why am I getting charged
One
double?
is just geared towards kids.
But it's the same because it's a
shoes,
Nike.
Same materials, same build, but it's just geared towards kids.
And so it's like size 7 boys is also the same as a women's size 8.5 or 9.
You would have thinking that they would. You would think that
you would have thinking.
You would have thinking. You would have thinking.
Me, thinking.
That they would have broke. They would have. Oh my God, I can't speak. You would have thought that they would have broken through the formula at this point. Is what I'm trying to say, and stop people from doing that because they're losing money that way if people are buying kids' shoes under the guise of
maybe I just
shoes.
ruined it for myself, but I've been
maybe you did maybe
and Nike's. I feel bad. So at the store when I go to like Dick's Sporting or wherever I go buy my shoes, I'll be like I'm looking for a boy and they you have a son. Yes, I do have a son, and I'm buying for him. But then here I am, like trying it on,
and he's over here. I'm going to take this over here.
Not that I think they would do anything. It's the same as like scamming on the kids' meals. Like I'm buying this kids' meal for my kid.
Cece taught me the importance of that.
Cece gets kids' meals all the time, and people don't. Even though it says like 12 and under, or whatever the age range is, why can't people order kids' meals? Let people order what they want.
They're not going to ID you, like.
Well, and like who cares?
Yeah. If you want a lesser portion of food and you want your little toy in your meal, then go for it. Why not?
Well, she gets them at like restaurants.
Yeah, she gets it. Panda Express. I think she gets a kid's meal there. She told me about that once. Yeah, I don't see anything wrong with that.
Why not?
Because she doesn't eat as much food. You don't want a whole full adult meal. Sometimes you just want enough to
a little bit.
Exactly.
And while we're on the kids meal track, I have one other request for parents out there. Kids meals, every restaurant. What's on it? What are they offering? You probably can list off 4 items that's on every
chicken strips.
Meal. Yes.
Pizza, some sort of pizza.
Cheeseburger.
And,
like maybe
macaroni and cheese or something like that. Grilled cheese.
Why in our world today, when parents are trying to feed their kid, like my kid eats what I make us at home, which is like a normal meal.
Yeah,
I'm not like, here's your chicken nuggets every meal. Or so when we go to eat, he has to eat this like, which is, he loves it still, but it's such a limited menu. Why can't they just have a smaller version of their large menu?
I don't think kids
like, he would eat a chicken breast with rice and veggies. They don't give options for kids.
But they prefer, you think they're going to bring out chicken strips, he's going to toss the tray and be like, I don't want this crap.
No, because because he'll eat. That's what they only offer. That's all they offer.
You're
kids.
saying they should elevate it.
Elevate their kids' menu to if you want like a small portion of an adult meal.
Right.
Because he would crush a chicken breast with rice or noodles or, I mean, they do offer things, and I'm sure I could order
or like
that.
a baby steak.
A baby steak. Make a miniature version of this sandwich, please.
Like a ribeye, but just really small.
Yes, that would be great. Is that a crazy thought?
I don't think that's that crazy.
Because like, here's your pizza choice or your chicken tender. I don't even have to look at your menu.
I can't think of a restaurant where I've been to with kids, like nephews and nieces, of my family, where they've had a menu for kids that's not those 4 essential items.
I've only been to one place, and it was here, Birch's.
I've been to Birch's.
So great. Yeah. Love Birch's. And I was like, that's when my mind was blown because they brought the menu and it was just smaller versions. Like there was a walleye on there and there was like other things that I was like, I'm so happy this is on the menu for these kids. Also, kids' meals are now pretty pricey, like $15 at some places. Yeah. So $15 for a little frozen chicken nugget or $15 for like a real meal. I want to get my money's worth and I feel like my kid's eating something that has some sort of nutritional value.
Some sort of substance.
But they had that and I loved it.
Yeah.
And my kid ate it.
Yeah.
Because they don't know. They're just like eating what's given to them.
Give kids the meals that they deserve. Don't try to, downplay it or don't try to just sell them short. Give them the meals they deserve.
All right. I'll get off my soapbox of kids' meals at restaurants.
Back to the emojis because that's how this whole conversation started. Oh my goodness.
And we have like 2 minutes left.
Okay. So favorite emoji.
Favorite emoji, I do love this one where it's like the... I have this laughy one, which laughy one I feel like most people use a lot of the laughy one with like crying, laughing or whatever.
Okay, so there's
like the hidden eye, like I'm asking something inappropriate or doing something like, don't come at me. Yeah. I use that a lot.
My favorite is the crying, laughing emoji.
What's your second favorite besides crying, laughing?
Should I look in the phone?
Is it explicit?
If it is, I won't say anything. Let me see.
While you're looking, there's new emojis. There's a comet or meteor, and then a pickle, which people are excited about, and then like cracked like face.
Yeah, I don't know.
Shattered face.
I don't understand that.
I probably will use it for like
the kids may have to explain that one. So the second most used one is the upside down smiley face.
It means like I'm going crazy, or what is it in reference to?
I'm going crazy, or oh, really?
I do like to use the melty face, like not in regards to the heat we're having, but just like...
That's my fourth one, the melty face.
Oh, my goodness.
And then my fifth one is the arm flexing.
Okay, bro.
Poop emojis tops. A chocolate bar. I don't know why that stops.
Heart emoji. Mm-hmm. Sleepy emoji. This emoji, but they're laughing like... I do love emojis. I probably overuse them. I use them in work emails. Is that unprofessional? That's probably unprofessional.
You don't use...
Really?
2 things you don't use in work emails, emojis and LOL. Don't do it.
Oh.
You don't LOL in work emails, do you?
No.
You do.
We're going to end on my favorite emoji.
Crying, laughing face. That's what I'm doing right now.
Ladies and gentlemen... Am I doing it even?
You're kind of doing it.
I'm smudging my glasses.
A little bit. Also, shout out to the peach emoji.